beautiful people. Oh, I'm so short. Good afternoon, everyone. What a beautiful sight today. What a beautiful sight. My name is Gretchen, Raffa, and I'm the Director of Public Policy and Advocacy at Planned Parenthood of Southern New England. And on behalf of the 70,000 patients who walk through our doors each year, we're here to say thank you for standing with Planned Parenthood and fighting back as politicians continue to wage their war on women's health. And we're here to say enough is enough. Our bodies, our health, and our rights are being threatened at every level. These attacks keep coming despite knowing that the majority of Americans support Roe v. Wade and respect the decision each woman makes about her own reproductive health and pregnancy. Even more so, voters oppose funding cuts to Planned Parenthood because we know that preventative health care and family planning helps reduce unintended pregnancy and disease. Yet since 2011, anti-women's health politicians across the country did just about everything in their power to undermine Roe and gut access to safe and legal abortion, along with access to family planning and Planned Parenthood health centers. It's no longer just about abortion for our opponents. It's about family planning. It's about attacks on life-saving cancer screenings, and it's about attacks on our birth control. Our opponents are using women's bodies, women's health as a political bargaining chip, and we've had it. Today we're here to say enough is enough. The 2010 election resulted in a new crop of extremist members of Congress aiming their efforts at the largest reproductive health care provider in their efforts to defund us, but we wouldn't let them. And they also aimed at repealing the Affordable Care Act. State legislatures across the country are following in Congress's lead, pushing dangerous and restrictive laws and telling women they don't trust them to make decisions about their own bodies and health. And we're here to say, not without a fight. These politically motivated attacks will hurt millions of women and their families, and we aren't going to take it because you know that we believe and trust women, and we believe that every woman should be able to make decisions about her own body and health care. And we know you all agree. You all agree, right? Because of Planned Parenthood, over 1 million women across the country will get cancer screenings this year. Because of Planned Parenthood, over 2.5 million will receive birth control to allow them one of their most basic freedoms to plan their families for themselves. Yet we need everyone, all of us, up in arms and in their face, speaking out against these attacks on Planned Parenthood and family planning and spreading the word about the big wins for women in the new health care law, because we got some big wins. Woo! Thank you. And we do have something to celebrate. Whether you're a student struggling to pay for birth control, a mother making healthcare decisions for your children, or a young person entering the workforce, the new healthcare law will give you better access to a quality, affordable healthcare. 2012 is a critical year for women's health because starting on August 1st, insurance companies will have to begin covering women's preventative care, including birth control, breast and cervical cancer screenings, annual well women exams, breastfeeding support, supplies and counseling, and intimate partner violence screenings without co-pays. And we're not going to allow a small but vocal minority trying to say birth control is not preventative health care when we know 99% of women have used birth control in their lifetime. Women will now have protection against discriminatory health insurance practices, like charging women more than men for the same policy or refusing to cover people with pre-existing conditions. Women will now have direct access to OBGYN providers and will no longer need a referral for this care. And we now will have the security in knowing that insurers can't cancel our coverage when we get sick, refuse to cover our medical care if it's too expensive, or drastically increase our premiums. The law is already helping women and their families across the country. And for all you young people in the crowd that are under 26, well, here's something to celebrate. The new health care law is ensuring young adults have health care coverage by allowing them to stay on their family health insurance until age 26. So does the health care law sound good to you? Does the health care law sound good to you? Yes, we need you to speak up and speak out in support of one of the greatest advances for women's health in decades. We need you to thank our wonderful lawmakers representing Connecticut up at the Capitol right here in Hartford. Woo! And our members in Congress who fought hard to pass this historic health care law. We need to spread the truth. For the 1 in 5 American women who have received care from Planned Parenthood health centers during her lifetime, we need you to speak out against anti-choice politicians to hear us loud and clear. Enough is enough. So what can you do? You can keep standing with Planned Parenthood. We are enormously grateful for your support, and we are a movement. I am with just some of our future generation of reproductive justice advocates. Voices in our movement who will not allow politicians to play politics with our bodies and our sexuality. It's our time, our voices, our action that will tell anti-choice politicians enough is enough, because we trust women with their healthcare decisions, and this is why I need you to get active, speak up, and speak out, because 2012 is bringing more attacks on family planning and abortion rights than we've seen in decades, and those most affected by these policies are low-income, uninsured, or underinsured women and their families in our country. And we are now faced with more and more politicians campaigning on their promise of who will be worse for women's health. And we're not going to let them win, are we? No. We are not going to let them win, are we? No. That's why we need to get you all to get involved with us. Volunteer this year with Planned Parenthood. Get involved this election season. Planned Parenthood Votes Connecticut is the political advocacy arm of Planned Parenthood, and we'll be working hard to ensure pro-choice candidates who support reproductive health care are elected, and those who are anti-women's health are defeated. Sign our I Stand With Planned Parenthood petition so you can get up-to-date information, and make sure that we take action and tell politicians to stop making healthcare decisions for millions of women across the country. You are all here today because you trust women. You stand for the right of every woman to make her own personal and private medical decisions. You stand here today because you know that the new health care law will improve women's health. And you stand here today because, like me, you've had enough, and we refuse to go back. Our health care decisions should not be made by our employers or politicians. We trust women, and we thank all of you for standing with Planned Parenthood, and for the women, men, and young people who rely on us every day to protect their access to health care. Thank you all for being here. Woo!